Hi there, this is Justin with Galan Plumbing. Today's date is Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. Right now it's about 1:20 in the afternoon. We're here at 5951 Encina for Rick Doolittle. Earlier we were cameraing this line and pulling back, which right now we were cameraing the sewer main line. Earlier we were cameraing it, ran into some technical difficulties with the camera we were using at that time. So we weren't able to finish the recording with our normal reel. Because of that, we sent down our micro reel, and we were able to get it out a little bit just before our other camera, which was around 62 feet. This micro reel does not use distance, so if I was to estimate right now, we're probably right around 55 foot or so. Like I said, we weren't able to get it out quite as far. But we are going to pull back from this point to where our last recording ended, and then hopefully we'll be able to pull back from that point the rest of the way towards our flange. Right now we're cameraing the main line from the men's restroom due to repeated stoppages. Like I said, we're out of estimated 55 feet or so in the middle of the planer bed, and we're pulling back against flow. As we pull back from the planer bed here, we're going to be headed towards the women's restroom. This, I believe, is going to be in 4-inch cast iron, which is in pretty rough condition. Right here, we're pulling back towards around 50 feet or so, and we're going to be coming around a slight change in direction. Right here, we're going to be around 45 feet or so. I believe right here we're going to be pulling back through another change in direction. This is going to have the line running pretty much straight back towards the women's. Right around here we should be pulling into the women's restroom. This right there, dripping right above, a little hard to tell just because we can't get the skid down. I believe that's going to be the women's sink and upstairs sink tie-in. Right here, we're going to be pulling back around 30 feet or so. This is going to be where our last recording kind of ended abruptly. Here, we're going to be pulling back through our Y connection from the men's restroom, tying into the women's. Well, I guess coming from the women's to the men's. As we pull back through this Y connection, you can see right here on the left-hand side of it, the line seems to be pretty rough. Looks like there might be some sort of possible intrusion growing in this zone, or it might just be super rough line that has a possible break in it. This, like I said, is right around 30 feet or so, where Troy had said he had cleared it last time. So I believe this is going to be our problematic zone. As we pull back here, we're pretty much pulling straight from the women's restroom across the courtyard towards our men's. As you can tell, this section of cast iron is also in pretty rough condition. Just up above, right here, I believe this is going to be around 15 to 16 feet or so. This is going to be where our urinals are tying in at. little hard to tell, but I believe this right here, around 10 feet or so, is going to be where our sinks are tying in at. And then right here, around 8 feet or so, we are pulling back through another Y connection. This, I believe, is going to be possibly coming from the showers. Fortunately, the showers don't have water, so we were not able to test it. Here, we're pretty much pulling straight back into our stall, and coming up through our figure 5. And then here we're coming up and out of our toilet flange. This right here is our toilet flange with our handicap stall next to us. Our line's coming out here, hitting our first tape mark where it hits that Y connection. Afterwards, it runs kind of from our stall, the corner of our stall, towards that tape mark, and then out past this wall towards our women's restroom. That's going to be the end of today's recording from the video.